We're live with Letty. How cool does that sound? Live with Letty. Keeping it real. Cheryl, you can do your fingers because you had your nails done now. Eventually, yeah. Welcome. We asked Letty and her crazy psycho bitch to join us today. You're going to meet the crazy psycho bitch soon. But we just wanted to come on and say hi. We've just been telling you guys so much about imposter syndrome lately, and we thought, you know what, you probably get sick of our stories. So we asked for Letty to come and share her story and her experience of imposter syndrome, because she was quite new to you, wasn't she? Like, you didn't really know she was there, per se.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even know there was a thing such as imposter syndrome before I spoke to you two lovely ladies. So I really, on a serious note, thought I was going crazy. All of these voices in my head telling me, you can't do this, you're not good enough, you're rubbish. I thought I was losing my mind. No word of a lie.
Mm. And how long had you had that voice? Like, how long had you thought you were a crazy psycho bitch?
It's other people might have a different view on that. my personal view. So I've worked in corporate all of my life, and for probably the last decade and a half, I've had leadership positions and done really well with those leadership positions, and I wasn't aware of it. But all the time through those roles, I've had this voice in my head telling me to doubt myself, telling me people are laughing at me, they're not interested in what you've got to say, lots and lots and lots of different things. But I just never realised that was actually there. And to everybody on the outside world, you put your front on, you put your mask of professionalism on. Nobody's got a clue that all of this crazy dialogue's going on inside your head. So for a while.
And nobody, like, like, me and Letty are so lucky because we've had the pleasure of actually working together for a year, haven't we? It was about a year. We overlapped in an organisation, and and again, I have imposter syndrome. I know I go to work with my front on, or I did, in the days when I used to have to wear one. And I knew Letty, and even though I knew I had imposter syndrome, I would never have guessed that you had it too. We never talked about it, and we worked really closely together. I just got this professional, uber calm, uber like on it woman, and would never in a million years have thought there lies beneath what I've got going on as well. What's lying beneath my mask? Would never have known.
Absolutely. And I can guarantee you, Donna, that through that time, there will have been sessions that we've had together that before I've gone in to chat to you in a conversation, I'm telling myself, she doesn't want to listen to what you're saying. Yeah, and you're probably doing the same thing.
Was thinking, I should come in here. She's thinking, good God, what they're paying her for, 100%.
How did it make you feel then? Like having this crazy psycho bitch, this voice in your head, and you've got this mask on, this professional mask where you're like pretending you've got it all going on to yourself. Like, how does that feel? Like, what was going on beneath?
You've got low self-esteem. You've got no confidence in what I was saying. I was doubting myself. I was thinking I was a fraud, and my self-worth through this continuous inner dialogue of just saying you're rubbish, you're rubbish, you're rubbish. What does that do to you? So my self-worth was at an all-time low, and I didn't realize the reasons that it was. And to the outside world, again, you wouldn't have a clue that I was feeling like that, because to everybody else, the tan was on, the clothes were on, the hair was done. Nobody would know. So, it's scary when I look back now and I see all of these different examples of where it was just overrunning my life. She'd just taken over completely. But I really did think I was crazy. I didn't know about imposter syndrome. I thought I was losing my mind because the dialogue got more and more intense as the years went on. And I really did think I was crazy. I didn't think it impacted anybody else. Of course, it's just little old me. Because we don't talk about it. We don't share those experiences.
Yeah. Well, it's not a thing. It's you. That's what you're thinking. So you wouldn't think it talk. You just think that's how you think.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing.
And I think...
Sorry, go on, Letty.
I was just going to say, and I think, it's one of those things that when you actually do start talking about it, you realize how many people actually feel like this. And the changing point for me, the moment when I actually knew I wasn't crazy, was a call with both of yourselves, and it was one of the sessions that you were doing. I think there was a few hundred people on there, and I wanted to work on my mindset. I didn't really know what imposter syndrome was at that point, but I knew I wanted to make a positive change. I knew that there was something that I needed to do that, but just didn't have a clue where to go. And then I joined the call with you, and I remember watching all the chats come through. From all, I hadn't put anything on. I hadn't commented because I think I'm a crazy psycho woman, and you know, everybody will just think you're mental if you put something on there, so don't do it. And then all of these comments came on from all of these really, really brave women who were saying how they felt, and it was instantly a weight that was lifted off my shoulders in that moment. As I saw those comments going through, and I just thought, wow, actually, you're not crazy. You don't need to go to the hospital and get a referral to some kind of specialist. You just need to take control of your own voice within here. And that understanding, and as time developed, understanding tools and techniques to do that, it's life-changing. But I think, you know, just feeling like you're part of something wider, you know, like the soul system and the sisters in there, you know, all of these great women that are brave enough to speak up and actually speak their truth, and say, you know, yes, I have had negative in a dialogue. I do tell myself this thing, and it's up from nothing. It comes from nothing. Yeah. So yeah, being part of that community in that particular moment when I saw all of these comments coming through for me changed my life completely.
That's amazing.
I just love how, like, you and Donna, because obviously Donna, I'd never met you, so Donna would tell me all about you, because obviously we've been friends for years. I just love the universe and how it works. Like, you've come together in a corporate life, overlapped, worked together for a year, both had raging imposter syndrome at the time, didn't know it, but obviously have a really strong energetic connection because you love each other.
Yeah.
But didn't know that, and then many years later, we're all sat here because you've come to a session and you were in touch and friends anyway, weren't you? And now you've been through our Real You program, and you're one of our elite ladies in the mastermind. But how great is the universe, though, to bring you two together at that moment? Now we're sat here, and you're being brave, and you're being vulnerable, and you're sharing your story so that other women can hear it as well.
Absolutely. And if there's anybody on here that knows me, I know some of my ex-colleagues and friends and family we're gonna join, and it'll be a shock to all of those people, I imagine, because I haven't spoken to people about that. You know, that's something that I've been working through, and it's a very personal journey. You know, you need to know what works for you. You need to sit down and think about it, and then you need to practice, because my imposter's not gone. She's still there, because she has got a role to play, and I understand and appreciate that now. But I know now it's up to me to stop that in the dialogue. I know the impact, the negative impact it can have if you let it get carried away on me, on my family, on anybody that I'm interacting with. So, you know, I often catch myself now, actually. Something will happen, I'll be going into a meeting and it's an external partner, or it's something that I'm viewing as really important. And she still comes to me. She still says, you're going to be rubbish at this. And I go, thank you very much. I know that's me telling myself that, because I know you want to look after me. You don't want me to be scared. Thank you very much. But I'm really good at this, and I'm going to go and show everybody what I'm going to do. And I think, yeah, you have to. And I don't even feel bad saying that on to you guys. I don't feel guilty or shameful for saying that, because the other thing that recognizing my imposter has done for me, whereas before it was manifesting all of these negative thoughts, these limiting beliefs, all of this stuff over here, what it's done now is just opened up the world to me and life to me. It really, really has. It's just your mindset. And when you start to tackle, or when I started to tackle my imposter, it made me change the way that I think about a lot of things, and the confidence that I have in myself, you know, lots of things like that. So it's a start of a beautiful journey for anybody, I think, that wants to get the most out of what they do on a day-to-day basis. It's the start of the journey for anybody that wants to be as present as they can and enjoy those moments and not have this inner dialogue ruining your day every day and making you feel like rubbish.
I love that. Yeah, amazing. We've got some great comments, like Yvette saying, so glad the call's finished so she can join. What you're saying is resonating so much. Wendy's saying you're inspiring. It's been a game changer for Yvette. And then Wendy's just saying, once we soul sisters share and the walls come tumbling down regarding all sorts of stuff, the inner critic pops up, doesn't it? She's there.
Oh, absolutely. That's a big learn for me, because as you take these steps and you're improving things in your life, you're leveling up, aren't you? Yeah. You're leveling up. And so your imposter pops back in, doesn't she? And she says, are you sure you can do this? Yeah, that's a bit too far out of your reach. You've got everything you need right now. Well, have I? Yeah. No, actually, I'm going to do this. And I thank you again, but no, we're going to do this and it's going to be amazing. And I think just talking about Wendy and talking about Yvette again, the strength of the community that you've built up, the vulnerability, the courage that these women show on a daily basis just inspires me every single day. I'm not waking up every day, but I am waking up every day and smiling before I open my eyes now. That was another trick and a technique that I got for free. But again, 12 months ago, if you told me I'd be doing that, I'd think you were crazy. So, the community is wonderful. I'll always come back to that. Being part of, belonging to something where you're all on a journey together, and you can all provide support when you need it, and you can all lift somebody up or share and celebrate the successes. It's just wonderful.
We love in it.
And Caroline's just saying, love this, Letty. Read so much about this on LinkedIn lately. I can definitely identify with a lot of what you're saying. I always put it down to anxiety. Thank you for sharing your story. Amazing.
You're very, very welcome.
You're going to make her cry. You are very you have because you're so heartfelt, and the way that you speak in your words, you can tell it's just like your truth coming from your heart. It is emotional. It's like you can just hear it, and see it and feel your energy of like how much you've transformed.
And this is it. And that's another example of transformation. Another way that the imposter syndrome manifested with me was that I didn't speak my truth. I did not say what I thought. I held my opinion back. Some people who've worked with me before will probably be thinking, no, you didn't. But I did. I didn't speak my truth. I was too afraid or ashamed of something. I'm not quite sure what, but I didn't think that my voice was worthy of everybody listening to it for whatever reason. And again, I mean, it's been a massive transformation over the past 12 months, and it's been a lot of work to get where I am. All worth it, all wonderful. But it enables me now to speak with confidence, truthfully, and that just being able to get up in the morning and be me. Just the peace of mind that you get from that alone is just wonderful. So yeah, I mean, I say this to you every day, and I share some of the miracles that you see coming through that I still can't believe. You open yourself up to this, and these things just keep on coming and keep on coming. Yeah, what a wonderful journey. And it all started from the first imposter session. And again, I'll come back to that point where I saw all the chats from everybody else on there saying, this is what I feel like. And I thought, that's exactly what I feel like.
Yeah.
How can we fix it together? What can we do? And then here I am today, speaking my truth, happier than I've ever been. Everything just slots into place. It's weird, but it's wonderful.
I love that.
I'm like one giant goosebump.
Oh, I know. I'm like, I think we can just pack up for the day now. We're done.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
That's it. But I mean, what I would say to everybody, and especially any of those people that know me and have come across me and whatever thing in life before, You're not crazy. First of all, you don't need admitted to some kind of psycho ward for observation and all of that. Like I was really thinking those things about myself.
Yeah.
But it's the best decision I've ever made in my life, and I don't say that lightly. So the power that you can get for yourself, the peace that you can start to build for yourself, and the impact on everybody around you just because you're having good days, go for it, do it, attend these courses, come and see how with simple steps what the difference that you can make to yourself every single day. It's a beautiful journey that you'll start. So if you haven't signed up to the imposter session or the self-confidence course, which I still can't believe you ladies are giving away for free, do it, because it will change your life. It absolutely will. You have to work hard and you have to face the things that you need to face about yourself. Yeah. But wow, I'm not looking back now.
What she said.
What she said. Because I was just going to say that, like, what would you say? Because sometimes when we have imposter syndrome, that lack of confidence that sits therein stops us from then signing up. Because somebody messaged me the other day saying, well, what if I talk too much? Or what if I'm... And I'm like, you're going to be surrounded by hundreds, maybe thousands of people who feel like you do. Like, there is no shame in that. But until you just have to go out of your comfort zone enough just to give it a go, because what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? You've got everything to gain. Otherwise, you'll be sat there in another year where you are. You could be sat there in a year feeling like Letty is, glowing from the inside out,
Yeah. And what I would say is your life will change from that. Your life is going to change if you let it. So it's up to you. You are strong enough. You do deserve the best life. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about it. It's what you think about yourself. It's what you think about yourself and the journey that you want to take for the rest of your life and your family and those you love. I actually moved out of corporate just before, around about my 40th birthday. And I now work for a trade union in a professional association. And when I was 40, I kind of midlife crisis age, is it? I'm not quite sure. But it got me thinking about what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And it got me thinking about when I'm on my deathbed and I'm speaking to my maker, I want to know that at that point I've given it everything. I've done the best that I could every single day. I've enjoyed life. I'm deserving of it all. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I wanted to make a difference, and hence me moving to work for the NAHT. That was an important part for me. But I'd said, why waste a day? Why waste it? You have to be ready to listen, is what I'd say. You have to be ready to sit down and open up to this. And what I'd say is do it as soon as you can, because you can make that difference to yourself and to those around you. And it's simple things that you can do, and you'll be amazed. You'll be blown away if you put the work in, and you reach out to the support from Donna and Cheryl. You just be blown away with what you can achieve. But believe in yourself, believe in you. You deserve it all. Don't let anybody tell you anything different.
Oh, thank you, Eva. Thank
you. You can run the challenge.
Is it sorry?
I think if Letty can run the challenge for us.
I'm sitting back. And that was basically from a masterclass, wasn't it? This is what kicked it all off, like a 60-minute masterclass. And loads of people said to us, like, 60 minutes changed my life. This time, for the first time, we're doing a whole week. So it's an hour a day, plus the Facebook group opens next week. And we know we'll be popping in there, and you know what I mean? And you're going to be in there as well, Letty, aren't you? Like, supporting and cheering and guiding people as well. So along with Yvette and some of our other soul squads. So come along and join us. Like, you've got everything to gain. And Letty, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being there and being in our community and stepping up to the plate. Like, me and Cheryl can talk till we're blue in the face, but you are the one always doing the work. You are the one that will, like, just tell me what to do and I will go do it. You are like the most coachable person ever.
I've got a good reason to, though, haven't I? I've got a good reason to suck all of that information in and to get as much knowledge as I can. But no, I'll keep on doing that, and absolutely to the support. I know you have to be brave to make this decision to join this group. You have to show some amazing courage, and step up yourself. But what I can tell you is that myself and others like Wendy and Yvette and all the wonderful soul sisters will support you. We've been on this journey that you're about to embark on. We're still on our journeys. Those journeys are never going to stop as well. I am a lifelong learner, and that is it. I never want to stop learning. But at the start of your journey, that there's so much support in the group, we've been there. We've worn the t-shirt, and I'm sure there'll be things that you bring up that we've got no idea what they are, but we'll be there to support. We'll be there to encourage, and we'll be there to have some fun with it as well.
Love it. And we get started in 3 weeks, 17th of May, is it? 17th of May? A week on Monday.
Week on Monday.
So
amazing. Thank you so much for your words of literally wisdom. Like, honestly.
I hope you can see your influence there. Because if we'd have been chatting 12 months ago, it'd be a very different conversation that we'd be having today. You wouldn't want me on a Lifetime Live, that's for sure.
Can you imagine a year ago I'd said you come on the live and talk about yourself, you'd have run for the hills. You just wouldn't have returned my call. You'd have been like, no.
I would. Exactly. This time 12 months ago, I'll have not slept last night. Thinking about the pressure of doing the call today, I'd have been stressing out and done nothing all morning this morning, and overthinking, and I haven't done that today. I've prepped, I've thought about what I want to talk about, and I just wanted to enjoy it, because for me this is a celebration. It's an anniversary, so to speak.
It is. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Letty, and thank you so much, guys. Yes, Nicola, if you just go at the top, if you go into the feed in the soul system, it'll be there straight away, or you can watch it back on YouTube, whatever's best for you. But I know you're in the soul system, Nicola, so it'll be on there.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thank you.
Carol and Nick, you're going to sit and chew the fat for a little bit, and we're just going to see.
Yes. Hi, everyone. You don't get to hear in on this bit. We'll be back next week. We've got some fabulous guests who are coming alive with us next week. So watch this space to see. I think it's Tuesday. Our first live is going to. I'll have a look. Be informed. Yes, we're going to be going live at 1 p.m. on Tuesday with our very own Yvette Pickard. Her crazy lady Janice is going to get unleashed live. We're bringing Janice to the party.
Oh my days. Oh my days.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Bye.